Anyway, we had a lot of great memories going on in yesterday's. We talked about, I'd been talking about a lot of the old musicians. And hello, this is Glenda with AKA GK Freeland, a friendly community. And we are, aren't we? So it wasn't so funny. Howdy there, partners. It rained this morning. Probably rained some during the night too. But they did say 80% chance. And it was dark when I woke up. Not like black dark, but it was very dismal. You could tell that it had been raining. And I could see the wind kind of blowing the trees and stuff. The reports last night looked like it was all going to go north and kind of over the top of us. But today, some of what was out there just kind of came this way, I guess, from the west towards the east. Stretches, medications, inhalers, or my nebulizer, games. Watched Alaskan Bush People. People give me all this stuff. You don't do your research. They're just all fake. And I'm sure there's probably some things about that are not completely real. I mean, they do have a crew there, a film crew and all that. But they tell me, oh yeah, that girlfriend of Noah's, she's got an IMDb page, DB. It's International Movie Database. She does, as everybody on a reality show, including Married at First Sight and all those. Anyway, the only thing that's on it, there isn't even a thing about, her, films or anything like that. Not because she hasn't been in any, except for Alaskan Bush People. And there's just some information there about her being part of Alaskan Bush People. Or having been on there. So, anyway, I like the show. Anyway, we had a lot of great memories going on in yesterday's. We talked about, I'd been talking about a lot of the old musicians and stuff. And, well, it all started with this commercial. And I've been seeing that commercial all day long. The guy singing the Neil Diamond song. And I'm finding out that a lot of people like Neil Diamond. Probably, Anyway, we're vindicated. We can like him. Barry Manilow, we can like them all now. Because it's another generation's turn to choose hits. Or at least so they think. You know what? That's the deal. It's all geared toward kids. They're learning, though. They are learning that kids are not the biggest audience right now. Oh, the baby boomers right now are still probably the biggest audience because the Gen Xers or whatever and the Gen Ys, or the millennials, whatever they call them, they're all doing video games. They might watch some TV, SpongeBob SquarePants, You know, I even get into that silly cartoon. We'll turn that on. Sorry, I was throwing a napkin away. We'll turn that on when the grandkids are here, the little ones. You might settle them down so they can watch it. And they'll even ask us to turn it on. So we'll turn on SpongeBob SquarePants. And they're gone, and we're sitting here glued to the TV, watching SpongeBob SquarePants, Gary the Snail, and so, what else? I went and I listened to, I did listen to some stuff about Glenn Campbell. I mean, I've always admired Glenn Campbell and liked him. I know he had some rough patches. That industry, I would not want that industry for nothing. And anyway, but, it's one thing to be on here, but, one in a million, billion, on here, but I tell you, that life where you've got to be, everybody's got, just not for me. But, his every move was, and his every relationship was measured by one stick or another, and we weren't there. We don't know what happened. I'm getting to the point where I don't judge as bad as I used to. I can still be judgy, but not here. Anyway, but I did admire the man a lot, and he passed away just, has it been a week yet? He had Alzheimer's, and he just wasn't there for a long time. I thought he had already passed. I remember when they put him in the nursing home, and I remember his last song to his wife. And they showed him recording it. And that he's still there, he just doesn't remember. And my mom's in that, she's kind of getting into that point where, she knows Dad. How much of his kids she knows, I don't know. But I do send him letters. Well, Dad's very with it, and he's there mainly because of his heart. And, he never was a big guy, but he was always very robust, as far as his energy and all that. But, age takes a toll on everybody. But he started getting arrhythmias and started having a lot of anxiety and stuff about Mom, especially not being there to take care of her. And he was going to the nursing home every night. That's a man who adores his wife, I can tell you that. Anyway, but, oh my stomach. But we were, so the last few days, I've been nostalgic and all over YouTube listening to all these, singers from our generation, and listening to a lot of their interviews and stuff, and like the Osmonds, Donnie and Marie, and and then today, I went and listened to some of them that we were talking about. Somebody mentioned Chicago, and I went and listened, and it's like, oh, that's right, that's Chicago, that's what they sang, I always recognize the song, even if I don't recognize the singer, or the group that sang it. I always know the Monkees, though, because we watch them every week. But they really were a band. They got put together for TV, but they worked as a band for quite some years after. So. Oh, enough of the nostalgia. But that's kind of what all the comments were on today, was all that nostalgia. But we're in the present day now, And I can't say that the music's all bad. A lot of them are bringing back the old song. I think that's pretty cool. But, and, you know, there's some new kids or new singers coming out. I watch America's Got Talent. And her last name is Vanderwalt. Can't think of her first name right now. Anyway, yeah, she's got a unique voice, a unique style, but I'll tell you what, the world's singing her songs. And it's just incredible. Grace Vanderwalt. And she was at VidCon this year. I don't go because of my health, but they actually posted some of it online. I like cows. Isn't she pretty? And they're munching, just chewing. Oh, that grass. Oh, look at them horns. And she's saying, I love you, Joe. Oh, there's another one. I guess the photographer liked to see her too. Pretty coloring. Well, guys, that's it. Nothing more to say for myself. Although I did tape a lot more. Most of it was about how stuffed I was, which made me miserable. But now that I'm calming down, I don't see the need to complain about it anymore. So, and I've already discussed it a dozen times on this channel, so anyway. I've had a good day. For the most part, I've just told you about most of it. Anyway, it's been good, and tomorrow's another day. I love every one of yous, and I'll give you hugs. Take out just about as silly as I came in. Hugs are real, though. I just can't reach you. And I don't think you want me pressing myself up against that screen. That would just be weird. So, okay. Yeah, you forgive me. You do. Checked my Google. Nobody sent me anything. Okay, well, tomorrow I will be back. So good night. Have a good one. If you have not subscribed, please please click that little button. And if you would please give me a like. I like a thumbs. I like the thumbs. The up thumbs, not the down ones, the down. Give me a down thumb. I ain't nothing I can do about it. But anyway, like they say, it's all up to you. So, see you tomorrow.